Assalamu alaikum. Hello, dear followers of my or our channels, whether colleagues or students. Welcome to view our presentation of our lectures under the title Electronics and Components System. This lesson we will talk about the most important characteristics and basic components of the computer, whether they are physical components, elements, or software operating system. This lecture presented by Mr. benzian Saleh. We talk about briefly introduction. Computers are an essential tool of information technology, IT. They are multi-purpose machines that are used to solve a variety of multi-problems in different fields. The basic working principle of modern computers is based on the analytical engine. Computers have changed our daily routine as the entire task performed by us in our daily routine in automated, or our lives are directly or indirectly affected by the computers. It was in the past era where computers were used in industries. In this era of information, we are dependent on the storage, flow, and processing of data and information, which can only be possible with the help of computers. The main objective of our lecture are: first objective, learn the organizational system, how to know how a computer works, or other way, the relationship between a component unit and a software. It's called operating system. Second objective, in the last of the lecture, the student will be able to know the difference between the component units or elements units of computer system, whether input or output unit or internal or external units. Third objective, the concept of operating system software, whether Linux or Windows, their types and components. Now, the relationship between a hardware or the brain of computer processor and the operating system. Or now, what the motherboard looks like, savoir à quoi ressemble la carte mère. This figure presented a model concept map of electronics and components system. It consists from Chapter 1, Elements of Computer, Chapter 2, Electronics, Components of a Computer, Chapter 3, the Operating System, and a final chapter, Networking, Part 1, Part 1, and Part 2. This model scores evaluation of model. Scale factor is 2, and we have two evaluation lectures exam 60% and practice or presentation of students 40%. In the first chapter, we talk about the term of computer. Computer is derived from the word compute, meaning to calculate. A computer is a programmable electronic machine that accepts data from the user, processes it by performing calculations and operations on it, and generates the desired output results. Computer performed both simple and complex operations. The main objective of first chapter: first, learn the organization system to know how a computer works, know the pros and limitations of a computer, and finally, the third, the student will be able to distinguish and differentiate between the characteristics of all components or physical computers. Second chapter talk about or discuss about computer hardware. Computer hardware is the physical part of a computer as distinguished from the computer software that executes or runs on the hardware. The hardware of a computer is infrequently changed, while software and data are modified frequently. The term software refers to readily created, modified, or erased. These are unlike the physical components within the computer, which are hard. The main objective of chapter 2, the students in the last of chapter will be able to know the difference between the physical element, component, units of a computer with an input or output, external or internal units. Third chapter, talking about software. It's called operating system, نظام تشغيل. An operating system is a program that acts as an interface between the computer user and computer hardware and controls the execution of programs. The main objective of this chapter: in this chapter, the students can expand his understanding of the intangible aspects of the operating system, to be able to learn about operating system, the concept of operating system, their types and components. Finally, if you have any question, you can contact me via email in the first slide. Thank you for your attention.